With TV, you get repeats when it goes on to UK Gold or Watch. There's a channel called Watch now or something. Yeah, you know, but you know, and they can show it for years and years and years and years, but it gets less and less and less and less. If it's £500, it gets to 450, then it might go to 380. You know what I mean? But there's a company called Bet2 and IBA. They are the guys what make sure you get your monies. You know what I mean? Film, you get studio fee again, and then you get a fee for your film, but you get paid per day. But the fee per day on a film is according to how much you got as a budget. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to go buy an equity contract, you're going to have to go by how much an actor with 1 to 5 years experience gets paid per day, 5 to 10 years experience gets paid per day. You see what I mean? Or how many years you've been an equity member. It depends on the equity contract for a film. Some people can afford that. Nowadays, everyone says, I've got 20 grand from whoever, and I'm paying 5 actors. I've got to pay my runners, my cameraman, my DOP, blah, 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 and this is my budget. You know, so having paid everyone and worked it out, I'm going to see if I can get a cinema release or a screening, and plus I'm going to have to use location and all sorts of, you know, travel and stuff. I probably can only pay an actor £1,000. But you know, if the script is good and it's interesting, and you have a guarantee that you're going to have a screening at the IMAX downstairs or the Odeon cinema, an actor would be very, very interested. Because again, 1 film can lead to 2 films, can lead to 3 films, can lead to 4 films. You notice there's a lot of actors, for example, someone like David Jason, he's done so much TV, and it's only now he started to do films. Because, and then there's some people who have only just done films, like that. The young girl, Samantha Morton, she'd done lots of TV. When she was a kid, she got older, she's from Nottingham. And I tell you who she is, Minority Report. She's the girl what's been pinned down, but she's doing loads of stuff now, you know. And Keira Knightley, she'd done very little TV, and then she just filmed after film after film after film. You know, Anna Farrell was in Brookside for years. Brookside's not on TV no more. She just does all the films. It varies. Some people just only want to do film. Also, when you have a family and kids and stuff, you know, some people think, you know, to go to Leeds for 3 months for 400 quid a week, plus £150 to live up there, blah blah, and to support my family in London, and to be going back and forth is not really something that they can afford. Or someone like yourselves may say, oh, hi Neil, you don't know me, but I mean, I looked at your website and saw your details, and your number was passed on to me by a director who you worked with, because you guys are meeting up, and Dan might ring Paul, and you know, and you say, Paul, yeah, I'm looking for this guy, you know, I'm looking for a black actor to play the part of blah blah, do you know me? And you go, oh yeah, what was this guy called Neil? He was fantastic, you know, so down to earth, he got on with the job, you know, we had a great copy of the film, you know, he was so useful, blah blah, you should check him out, see if he's available, you know what I mean? Right? And then I might say to you, okay, if you're interested in me, look at my showroom. And I would tell you to go to YouTube and watch it. So just watch this, 5 minutes. Yeah. Piece. I done it for free. It wasn't me and my girlfriend going to see a clairvoyant. It was called Birthday Treat. And I said that she wanted to buy a coat in Selfridges, and she doesn't know, she wants to see a clairvoyant. And the storyline was that she had a ring and a pendant, what I gave her, but the clairvoyant was saying it's part of from an ex-girlfriend. And she said it's a lot of heat, so that's why I was telling that story that my auntie died and my great-grandma. I shot it with a Z1 camera.
Is that the one you won the award for?
Yeah, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, you just don't know. The advice I would give to someone who wants to be an actor is to go to a drama school, get trained, because once you leave the drama school, especially if it's a drama school what is accredited by the NCDT, National Council for Dramatic Training, right? You get to be exposed to top agents, producers, directors, which you all, writers, which you're all going to be on one day. And that's a great springboard to get you into the business. You know, you can't do that on your own, unless your mom or dad is related to the Oliviers or the Redgraves. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's really, really hard. So I would go to a top drama school and you know, do a 3-year acting course or a 1-year postgrad and do a showcase in the centre of London.
Do you ever have any big issues or problems with
Yes.
actors?
There's been a time when I have been on a casualty, and someone who was a guest artist was a bit overwhelmed by seeing Charlie. You know, because you know sometimes people come on the program. You know, like when I did Doctor Who and I saw Derek Jacobi, you know, I had to like really compose myself because he's one of my idols. And this girl came on and she had to do a simple scene and she couldn't get her words out because she was looking at Charlie and she was just like, you know, oh my God, my whole family is so into Charlie and stuff, you know. And then sadly, in a few hours they replaced her with someone else. Because, you know, on the day you've got to be able to deliver. It's very expensive. Sometimes they record people when the program comes out, you're on the cutting floor. You know, so everyone has a job to play, everyone has a story to tell, everyone has a role. You know. Any more questions?
People like us that can't really afford to pay actors and that, what do you think is the best way to approach?
The best way to approach it is to go onto Talent Circle, put your fingers up, saying, you know, John from Think Tank at Birmingham University is casting his final year short film about football. You know, he's looking for an Emil Heskey lookalike, or you know, or whoever, right, to play the part of. I've been told that before. To play the part of a footballer. You know, we are looking for a guy local based in Birmingham. You know, age 20s to 30s to play this part. Shooting dates are blah blah as follows. Are you interested? Please reply to this. Blah blah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you set up a room in the university or somewhere. You know, because to that particular site, you can email that site, and it will not show your email, and it will not show my email. It will just show an inbox what we have, and we can correspond until we meet, and we give our genuine details to each other, and that's how you cast.
Is there a lot of actors in Birmingham that are willing to?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah, but you know, if go onto Google and just put basic stuff like Birmingham acting agencies, you know, you can find people. And lots of people have websites, do you know what I mean? A lot of actors are with agencies, what they call cooperatives, where the actor is an agent 1 day a week when they're not working. Because some actors feel like they can be in more control of their career, you know, when they're sitting in the driving seat, as opposed to, you know, your agent, you don't know what she's doing, or you don't have that trust with her or whatever, which is not good. But so some actors, when they're not working, they form a thing called a cooperative, where there's 20 people, you know, and you might be in the office one day, you might be in there tomorrow. Once you're working, you might have to do 2 days or whatever. And they are more than willing to work with university students, final year especially.